What's up, guys? Welcome to Between the Lines, the official baseball show of the Sports 2.0 network. First of all, got to give a huge thank you to you guys. Between the Lines, 25 episodes in. When I started this 25 episodes ago, I didn't think it would take off, get to where it is now. So thank you so much for the support. And also thank you for the support on the Sports 2.0 network YouTube channel. We're up to close to 600 subscribers. I think we're about 10 away. Should get there by tomorrow, hopefully, after our big home run derby watch along tonight with the 2.0 baseball content team. That is going to be live at 8. We are going to be doing live bets. We're going to be joking around. We're going to be having heated debates because there's a lot of people who are Shohei Ohtani fans on this show, and there's a lot of people who have not I wouldn't say they're not Shohei Ohtani fans, but they're definitely not as high on Ohtani as a lot of other people. So it's going to be a great show. Make sure you join that at 8, guys. Have the derby on the television, have us on in the background, just joke around, join in on the fun, guys. So let's get right into it. We're going to do a quick show because that's going to be a 2-hour show tonight. Want to keep that one fresh, want to have a lot of things to talk about on there. So let's get right into it, though. MLB draft updates. I don't want to spend too much time on the MLB draft because I will be doing a video recapping the whole thing after Tuesday. It's going to conclude tomorrow. It was a great event. I think players should go to this. If you're going to get drafted, you should be at this event. A lot of them did not show up for it. What are you going to do? But it's a great, great event. There was a surprise early. Pirates selected Henry Davis, catcher out of Louisville, first overall. A lot of people thought Leiter was going to go there. Jack Leiter, sensational, but Henry Davis is just as good. You have a hard time finding catchers who can absolutely rake, and Henry Davis is one of those guys, got a great lower half, can drive the baseball. Another thing that I love about Davis is his pop down to second base. I mean, he throws the ball with authority. He can lead a team, and that's what the Pirates really need. They need a young core. They got some things to build off of, but not a lot. It's going to be a long, long time before the Pirates are good, but Henry Davis is going to be the centerpiece of this transition in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has an awesome stadium. They need to spend a little more money, but they play in the National League Central, which it's a wide open division right now. Not saying this season, moving forward. You look at the farm systems for a lot of those teams. Pirates are right there. Pirates are right there. They need to keep improving. They need to spend a little money. That's going to be the key. Got to spend money to win the major leagues. You have to spend money. That's what it comes down to. So then the Rangers selected Jack Leiter, second overall, right-handed pitcher out of Vanderbilt. We know Leiter, second-generation guy. Al Leiter was his father. He's going to be better than Al Leiter. Jack Leiter is the next star in the show. Out of all the first round, you look at the entire first round, Leiter is going to get to the show the quickest, in my opinion. I think we will see him by September of 2022, so he'll spend a year in the show. He'll do his minor league season this year, single A ball. He'll probably do double A, maybe get up to triple A, but it wouldn't surprise me if they call him right up in September next year, get him a little taste of big league action. Rangers aren't having a great year. They're going to be better in the coming years, but next year, I don't see them as a division-leading championship club. Leiter is going to be a huge piece of that moving forward for them. I think they bring him up in September, give him a little taste of the show, and then in 2023, he should be on that on the 40-man roster full-time with the Texas Rangers. Now, I love the Red Sox pick. I'm a Red Sox fan. I know I'm going Marlins, Orioles. I'm mixing divisions. I'm mixing leagues. I don't care. The Orioles jersey, check it out. Trey Mancini, going with him in the home run derby, not thinking he's going to win, but still, Disney movie narrative, got to go with them tonight. So anyways, Red Sox select Marcelo Mayer, shortstop, Eastlake High School, 4th overall. Eastlake High School is out of California. Mayer is a guy that you're going to love to see in Boston for years to come. And you know what? I love this pick by the Red Sox front office because they said, we don't care about who we got. Red Sox are loaded with infield talent, absolutely loaded. You got Xander and Bogaerts on the left side. You got a kid coming up to play second base in the future very soon. But the Red Sox are loaded. But this is the strategy of go with the best player. Go with the best player. Marcelo Mayer was the best player available. This kid can play all over the infield. He can play the outfield too. They're going to transition him to whatever they need him to do, and he's going to be a huge piece of the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox are going to be very good for years to come. I love this pick. Absolutely love this pick out of Boston. So the draft will end on Tuesday. Again, I'll have a full recap video covering that. We'll break it all down. But we will see Leiter first. That's all you need to know right now about the first couple rounds. We will see Leiter first in the show. Not too far away. Want to be... Good comment there. I appreciate that one. All right, so the draft will end on Tuesday, like I said. Biggest surprise from the first half of the season. I got to break this down right now. San Francisco Giants record. Giants 57-32 on the season. They have a 2-game lead over the Los Angeles Dodgers and a 6-game lead over the Padres. Also, let me know in the comments. Do you think the Padres are actually as good as we thought? Are they really as good as we thought? I don't know. It's surprising that the Giants are 57-32. I'm not going to lie. They've have a lot of role players, and I credit that front office staff. I credit Gabe Kapler because they have filled the pieces perfectly. And now, do I think the Giants are going to cool down in the second half? Hell yeah. I'm not going to lie about that. I think the Dodgers will easily take this division. But I'm interested between the Giants and the Padres race. What's that going to look like? Are the Padres talented? They got Fernando Tatis Jr., but we've been hyping up Fernando Tatis Jr. This pitching staff has really let down lost a lot of games for this team this year. And that when you combine that with an offense that isn't very inconsistent, when you combine that with Fernando Tatis, who will get hurt in the second half of the season, there's no doubt about it, the way he got hurt in the first half of the season. What do the Padres look like? So that's my challenge there. But like I said, nobody did a better job with pitching in the offseason than the San Francisco Giants. And I'm not saying pitching as in, the Dodgers went out and got Bauer. They got all these guys. Now Bauer's not going to be there, as we all know. But nobody did a better job with pitching in the offseason for getting value. You look at what they did with Alex Wood. You look at what they did with Kevin Gausman, the way they structured those contracts. That's great job. Great freaking job by the San Francisco Giants. Now, I knew they thought they were good internally. They believed they were good internally, but nobody on the outside thought this team was going to do what they have done. Now, maybe a wild card team. I don't think anyone thought 3 wild card teams were going to come out of the National League West, but it looks like that is going to be the case at the halfway point on the year. The Giants are going to add a pitching. They're going to add a pitcher. They've already made that clear. Max Scherzer is a possibility. I like Kyle Gibson a little more. The way Scherzer's contract is structured right now, he does not have to leave Washington. Now, Scherzer doesn't have to leave Washington. I doubt he's going to leave Washington. He has a family. He enjoys it there. Will he leave for the right circumstance? Yes. If the Dodgers come calling, it would not surprise me if Max Scherzer dips and says, I'm going to LA to win a ring. But the likelihood of that is probably slim to none. The Dodgers really don't need a pitcher like that right now. I know we talk about Trevor Bauer being gone. We've noticed an effect on the Dodgers without Trevor Bauer. But I don't think they're in desperation mode where they have to go get Max Scherzer. They have plenty of options, and they're still the best team in baseball. They have best pitching staff, best hitting team in baseball. They're going to be good. They're going to be fine. But if the San Francisco Giants figured out a way to land Max Scherzer, that would be pretty detrimental to the National League West, because the Giants would be a force to reckon with in that division. They still are right now, and they don't have Max Scherzer. Why is Kyle Gibson a little more likely for me? I think Gibson's a guy that's not going to be an ace in Texas. I know he's an all-star this year. He's pitched very well. But is he an ace in the future when you got lighter in that organization? No, I don't think so. Now that the Rangers did get lighter, they're probably willing to part with Kyle Gibson. The guy's got one more year left on his deal. And in San Francisco, I think he could make a very big impact. It's not going to be a lot of money. I think it's going to cost them about $12 million to pick up. With Max Scherzer, they're going to have to pick up a lot of money. It's probably not worth bringing him out there. That's what I'm going to say. You can probably win. You can get away with Kyle Gibson. He's a guy that induces a lot of ground balls. That's what the Giants need. They have a solid infield. That's what you need. Giants get Kyle Gibson. I think they're a force to be reckoned with. I still wouldn't give them the division nod. But if they got Max Scherzer, if they found a way to work a deal financially or found a way to convince Scherzer to say, hey, I want to go out and play in San Francisco, it's a different division. It's a different game. I've loved how the team has adjusted to Gabe Kapler. I mean, this has been amazing. He took over the team in 2020. He's still got a core of championship players there, but Gabe Kapler he's kind of mixed the young with the new. He's done an excellent job there. Brandon Crawford has led the charge for this team. Great slugging percentage, great average, power. He's done it all for this team. They have had a few injuries, but Brandon Crawford has been the one guy who has been steady for them at the plate. When you look at the Giants, though, they don't have a lot of guys hitting home runs. That's interesting. They've won without home runs. They've won by playing small ball, being efficient, and that's been pretty impressive to me as a fan. So I'm looking for the Giants to probably win the division or probably finish second in the division. I think they could take down the Padres for second place. Who knows? Both teams will probably be a wild card. The Dodgers are just too strong, in my opinion, to drop to second or third. They're too good of a team, right? Come on. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. All right. So All-Star weekend, guys, we got to talk about the All-Star game. I don't want to talk about the draft. I don't want to talk about the Giants right now. We can talk about them next week. And also Thursday night, we're going to be doing a Sports 2.0 show previewing the Red Sox-Yankee series. The Red Sox have a chance to bury the New York Yankees and eliminate them from the playoff conversation in the first 2 weeks of the season, or first 2 weeks of the second half. So that should be very exciting. Make sure you tune in for that. But on to the All-Star game. Home run derbies tonight. We're going to save that topic for the end of the show. Want to talk about a few additions and a few teams in this case with the Astros, who have backed out of the game. So all Astros have backed out of the All-Star game. Why? I don't know. Well, Altuve's hurt, Correa's hurt, Brantley's hurt, Presley is on paternity leave. Paternity leave is the only legit excuse I can see from this team. I mean, Altuve's hitting a freaking walk-off shot against the Yankees this weekend. He's not going to the All-Star game. No, the reason that I can't say Presley because he's on paternity leave, but the reason Altuve, Correa, and Brantley are not going to the All-Star game is because they do not want to face the wrath of the fans at the All-Star game. That's what it comes down to. Astros, this is the first time the Astros would be around like everyone. There was no All-Star game last year. The first time the Astros got in front of fans this year, they got reamed. They also went to Oakland and reamed the Oakland Athletics. But you look at this team, they are still not liked in the league. And you look at what the Astros franchise did. They gave away American League Championship trophies as a promotional event against the Yankees on Sunday. In the year they cheated, like the 2018 American League Championship replica trophies, they were giving those away on Sunday. Come on now. Come on, man. So, yeah, I don't think Altuve, Correa, and Brantley, I don't think any of these guys really wanted to go because they didn't want to face the wrath of the fans. It's not that important to them. And, that's a shame that it's like that. But I would, there's guys like Trey Mancini who are going to get a standing ovation in the home run derby. Trey Mancini is not in the game, but there are guys that are going to get a lot of standing ovation. When you look at the All-Star game, it's a time for everyone to come together. It's time for the league to honor the best talent. Fans are kind of thrown to the side. Like a Yankees fan's not going to boo a Red Sox fan at the All-Star. Well, maybe a Yankees fan because they're Yankees fans. But for the most part, rival teams are not going to boo each other at the All-Star game. That's just the way it works. But I guarantee, if the Astros showed up, they wouldn't be palling around with the Yankees in the dugout. They would not be getting the best cheers from the crowd. So this is probably a smart move by them. It's probably a good move by baseball, but it sucks. We don't have the a representative from the Astros there. So that is a little disappointing because they are one of the best teams in baseball. All right, so let's look at the AL. Tim Anderson's going to the game, shortstop for the White Sox. Chris Bassett's going to the game. Whit Merrifield's going to the game. Joey Wendell's going to the game. Wendell's with the Rays. Obviously, Whit Merrifield is with the Royals. All great selections. I saw Tim Anderson play in Baltimore this past weekend. Very deserving of making the game. Now, with the National League, I was really excited to see Walker Buehler get into the game. I wrote an article last week. Maybe MLB listened. I don't know. Who knows? We got a comment here. Let's check this out. Springer still gets booed in Buffalo. I know. It's amazing. And nobody likes him. Everyone freaking hates him. And honestly, I'm a Springer guy. I wouldn't call myself a Springer guy. I'm from Connecticut. I went to UConn. So I do like George Springer because he was a UConn grad. But at the same time, he's also a cheater. So it's going to be hard for him. But I love how they blamed it all on injuries. That's why they're not going the game. Anyway, so enter replacements: Walker Buehler, Freddie Peralta, Max Scherzer, Taijuan Walker, Justin Turner, Manny Machado, and Omar Narvaez. This is a freaking all-star team right there. Now, Omar Narvaez is going to take Yadi's spot. Yadi was the initial catcher replacement. Then Yadi got injured, so he couldn't go. So Omar Narvaez is getting to go to the game. But I was so pumped to see Walker Buehler. I wrote an article on Walker Buehler a couple weeks ago saying biggest all-star snub is Walker Buehler. Now, with the All-Star game, they have the everyone gets a trophy rule. You need a representative from every team. German Marquez was the representative for the Rockies. I'm not picking on Marquez. He deserves to be there if you're going to pick a Rocky to be there. But at the same time, that spot kept Walker Buehler out of the game. And Walker Buehler has been sensational this year. I think he's 8-1, 8-2. He's got a 2.67 ERA in that range. He's been awesome. He's been outstanding, fun to watch, great strikeout rate. Buehler is the future of Los Angeles, especially now with Trevor Bauer in the situation he's in. Who knows what's going to happen there? But Walker Buehler is the future. Freddie Peralta, great addition there. Max Scherzer. Scherzer's going to start this game, which is good. I think it's just another notch in the Hall of Fame resume for him. Walker, loves seeing a Mets pitcher get there. Jacob deGrom's not going to be there. Obviously, he says he didn't want to go, and this is Jacob deGrom's world, and we're all living in it, so that's fine with me. Justin Turner, another Dodger there. Manny Machado, one of the best players in the game, one of the most underrated players in the game. I think he's good as a replacement. I don't think he was much of a snub not getting there initially. Dude's batting 270. Come on now. He's batting 270. His home run rate's not great. He's driving people in, but Manny Machado is deserving of being in this game, especially as a replacement. And then Omar Narvaez, who is going to be the third replacement technically, or second replacement when you look at Yadi. Yadi can't play, and now Narvaez is getting the nod there. So the biggest news of the day that came out, Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani will pitch and bat leadoff. I made a video, so I don't really want to get into this much, but check it out on our YouTube channel. I don't think Shohei Ohtani should start as a pitcher in the game. I know it's good for baseball. Everyone thinks it's good for baseball. But when I look at the All-Star game, it's to honor the best players in baseball. Now, Shohei Ohtani is the best player in baseball. I'm being clear when I say that. But Is he the best pitcher in the American League? Is he the best pitcher that's available to start? No, he is not. And that's what bugs me, because the starters are named off who is the best, right? Is Shohei Ohtani the best pitcher? He's only thrown 67 innings this year, first of all, and he doesn't have a great ERA. He's got 3.67 ERA. Good. It's very good. I think he's 6-2. Shohei Ohtani, what he has done when you factor in his hitting and pitching has been sensational. It's been unbelievable. He is the second coming of Babe Ruth, but should he really start at pitcher? Does he really deserve to start at pitcher when you look at his stats? I don't think he does. That's what I think. He should not start for the American League. I'm sorry. I'm not on the Shohei Ohtani bandwagon in that regard. The best player should pitch, should start the game. And, you got to look at that and you got to say who it is, but it's definitely not Shohei Ohtani. It's definitely not Shohei Ohtani. I know it's good for baseball. I think MLB made a mistake too with their marketing strategy here. I think it would have been better to have him bat leadoff, which he's going to do, and then have him come in and pitch in like the fourth, fifth inning, still get to face the starters, but still also attract some attention. Like if you're just watching this game because of Shohei Ohtani, which a lot of people are, a lot of people just want to see Shohei Ohtani. If you watch him hit, which we've all seen, a lot of people haven't seen him pitch, right? Because he only gets to do that one day a week. A lot of people would keep that TV on and wait for him to pitch. But there are some people who are going to turn it off because they're going to get the at-bat out of the way and they're going to see him pitch the first inning. Great. Obviously, it's going to be electric to start it, but I don't think he should start because he's not the best pitcher. So if you want to check out the full video, the full video is a little more passionate rant on that. I've already done it, already gone through it, so I don't want to get into that too much. But bottom line, should not be the starting pitcher in the All-Star game. Okay, so tonight's the Home Run Derby. I love the Home Run Derby. We all love the Home Run Derby. Like I said, guys, you want to hang out with the 2.0 content creators for 2 hours. Home Run Derby watch along tonight. 2.0 baseball content team, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We'll probably hop on a little early, 7:58, 7:59, get a little intro. And we got a lot of guys that are friendly but disagree on a lot of topics in baseball, a lot of jokesters. And you know what? There's going to be a lot of bombs, a lot of bets. So make sure you tune in for that. It's going to be fun, guys. So let's look at this bracket. Shohei Ohtani going against Juan Soto. Now, with Colorado, the way I've listened to Ryan Spielberg's on MLB radio. I've read some stuff. Obviously, right field, the left-handed batters are favored. Lefties that pull the baseball are favored because of the way the jet stream is in Colorado. Now, the balls fly out of there. They're not using a humidor tonight. So the balls are going to be electric off the baseball bat. Shohei Ohtani versus Juan Soto. This is an interesting matchup. I think Shohei Ohtani's coming into it as the heavy favorite. People think he's going to, roll to the final, but he has a difficult bracket to overcome. If he gets to the final, he's going to deserve it. You got Juan Soto, one of the best young home run hitters in the game, going against Shohei Ohtani. I think Juan Soto could upset him. It doesn't matter in my opinion, but I'm pulling for Juan Soto because I'd like to see him knock out the face of baseball first. Who wouldn't like that? And then even if Shohei Ohtani wins that, he's still got a difficult round, difficult semifinal matchup. Salvador Perez versus Pete Alonso. I think Pete Alonso easily takes this one. Perez, I don't think, has the gas to get the ball out of the yard as consistently as Alonso. And Alonso wants to be there too. That's the difference. Alonso wants to win this home run derby tonight, where a lot of guys are just there competing because, whatever, it's good for baseball. But I listened to an interview with Pete Alonso, and he is ready to go. So let's say Shohei Ohtani or Juan Soto get to the semis. I like Pete Alonso to advance to the finals. I know he's a right-handed hitter. I know that's very hard to hit bombs out of Coors Field as a right-handed hitter. That's what people are saying. That's not the case. Okay. Just because the ball gets into the jet stream in the right field doesn't matter. Pete Alonso can use foul pole to foul pole. He can hit balls foul pole to foul pole out of the yard. And this isn't a long drive contest. This is a home run derby. Obviously, is it going to be cool if Shohei Ohtani hits the ball out of the yard at Coors, like out of the stadium? Yeah, hell yeah, it's going to be cool. But you know what? It's all about how many home runs you hit. I think Pete Alonso does that. He advances to the finals. Over on the other side, you got Joey Gallo and Trevor Story. This is a trap matchup too, because Trevor Story is the hometown boy. I still like Joey Gallo. Joey Gallo and Pete Alonso were made for home run derbies. That's what their bodies were made for. If you look at Joey Gallo's stats, he's hit about 1 million home runs, but he's batting like 200. So he's meant for home run derbies. Another thing is too, guys, we can't really, we look at the number of home runs these guys hit, and the rankings are based off the number of home runs they have hit in the regular season. But like, this is BP. This is glorified BP. A lot of pressure, but do the home runs they hit during the regular season have a lot to do with how they perform now? Yeah, I think maybe momentum, feeling locked in at the plate, feeling confident. But this is glorified BP. If someone has a good first round, it doesn't matter how many home runs they hit in the season. They're ready to go. So I do like Joey Gallo to get past Trevor Story. Now the crowd's going to be pulling for Story, obviously. Then you got Matt Olson, Trey Mancini. I'm pulling for Trey Mancini, but Matt Olson is the biggest, dark horse. That's the word, dark horse. I like Trey Mancini, though. I think Trey Mancini slips by Matt Olson because he's living a Disney movie, man. Let's go. But no matter who gets into that semifinal matchup, I think Gallo advances. We see Pete Alonso versus Gallo in the finals. Do I give the nod to the lefty? Probably not. No, I'm going to say no. I think Pete Alonso wants to be there. I think he repeats as your home run derby champion, but wouldn't surprise me if Gallo wins. They all got good value. Shohei Ohtani has the worst value on sports books right now because he's plus 250. Everyone else is at least plus 450 and back. I think Trey Mancini was like plus 12, plus 13, plus 1400 this morning, plus 1500 maybe even. I'm going to be locking my bets in a little bit here. But Trey Mancini, a $5 bet on Mancini this morning was going to win you $90. So not a bad risk bet there if you're willing to take a chance. But I like Pete Alonso to win the Derby tonight, repeat, and do something special there for New York. So that does it, guys. Between the Lines, episode number 25. Gotta love it, man. Baseball time, all-star season, home run derby, all-star in March. It's going to be a great time for baseball fans. Make sure you subscribe to the Sports 2.0 Network. We have so much content coming out over the next few days about the All-Star game. We'll have recaps. We'll have special features on players. We'll have game analysis, all that good stuff. We already got it going there, so make sure you subscribe and go check that out. Check out baseballspotlight.com, USA Wager, for our most up-to-date baseball articles there. And that does it, guys. Hope everyone has a good time watching the Derby tonight. We're rooting for Trey Mancini here at the Sports 2.0 Network on Between the Lines. We're also rooting for Pete Alonso because, hey, why not? Let's see someone repeat as champion. That does it, guys. Have a good one, and we hopefully see you soon for our home run derby watch along.